if there's anyone in this village at all living in any of these structures. I heard that.
सच्चा समय था अभी के जैसा समय नहीं था पाले वाला ब्राह्मणों को बहुत बुरा लगा.
Where you going, bro? Tree.
Okay, pigeon makes this less scary.
No, the moment that shit flutters away or gives you a gutter go.
It's true. I'm fainting.
Oh my god, I can hear something. Don't get calm. Any sort of supernatural presence in here with us. Right outside Kuldhara. Let's see how it goes.
Welcome to Bhootbusters, a show where Aishwarya
And Aryaan.
venture into some of India's most haunted locations to find evidence for ghosts or bust the bhoot once and for all. And this week we're taking you to a cursed 300-year-old village, home only to dilapidated buildings and the lost spirits of those who once inhabited them. Welcome to Kuldhara.
तो बताइए आप हमें कुलधरा की क्या कहानी है. लोग कहते हैं यहाँ भूत हैं, प्रेत हैं, सब लोग गायब हो गए, कोई यहाँ रह नहीं सकता. आपको क्या लगता है क्या है यहाँ की कहानी?
ऐसे मैम साहब आप समझदार हो. आज के समय में जितने लोगों के मुख है ना उतनी कहानियाँ हैं, उतनी कहानियाँ हैं.
Aryaan, you and all of our Desi crime fans know my obsession with missing persons cases.
Yeah.
You know that I think they're terrifying in ways that solved cases are not. And every single missing persons case I come across, whether it's Desi or not, it gives me sleepless nights for weeks on end. So imagine my surprise when a few years ago I realized that India is home not just to a missing persons case, but the case of a whole missing village. Located 17 kilometers outside the hustling and bustling city of Jaisalmer, Kuldhara is its antithesis. Barren land in the middle of the Sam desert, holding approximately 600 deserted structures, 3 cremation grounds, and multiple memorials in the names of those who first populated the village, all surrounding a goddess temple in the middle. There is no sign of human life in it for hundreds of meters, for hundreds of years. Yet, despite its barren nature, Kuldhara is lively because most who visit the village don't feel alone.
We're finally here outside the 300-year-old abandoned village of Kuldhara. This is a village with abandoned buildings galore, spirits galore, cremation grounds galore, and we'll be going in tonight to see what we can find for ourselves.
We'll at least try to go in. Going in is a rather bold claim because we faced, like other places in India,
A lot of hurdles.
Logistical hurdles
Yep.
galore, just like the spirits. So we'll try to find our way in there. But for now, we're in Jaisalmer. We're right outside Kuldhara. Let's see how it goes.
Established in the 13th century in the year 1291, Kuldhara was a once prosperous village with a population of more than 1,000. One of the first people to have ever arrived in the village was a Paliwal Brahmin named Kadhan, who had discovered a pond in the village. Following him, slowly over time, more and more Paliwal Brahmins inhabited the village and made it their own, setting up the town around the temple of a goddess. Vibrant and successful, the locals are said to have thrived on their unusually high production of crops, even in Rajasthan's arid desert. So the question is, what happened? When did things go wrong? What prompted the inhabitants of the seemingly successful village to vanish into thin air, leaving a barren ghost land that people are afraid to visit even today, centuries later?
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but maybe the water sources became scarce, agriculture declined, there was a drought. Yeah.
Quintessential Aryaan.
Yeah, very conspiracy theorist I am for those
All right.
theories.
No, those are, I agree, the purported theories, the academic theory.
theories. Okay. Yeah.
However, the far more fascinating theory, the far more interesting one, the one that's prompting us to actually go to
non-conspiratorial
Kuldhara,
one.
the non-conspiratorial one, is the one I'm about to tell you now. Legend says life in Kuldhara went on as normal for centuries after its establishment, until a man named Saleem Singh became the Prime Minister or Diwan of the princely state in the early 19th century. Saleem Singh was infamous for his evil policies, including incredibly high tax rates and for living a lavish lifestyle while his constituents struggled with poverty. Needless to say, and there's no easy way or nice way to say this pissed the out of the locals. One evening, as Saleem Singh was making his way to his palace in Jaisalmer on his royal horse, he decided to stop in a nearby village to rest before he continued his journey. The village closest to him, Kuldhara.
राजा का उस समय में दीवान रखा हुआ था, सेनापति, जो जैसलमेर पब्लिक पे देखभाल करना और खेती बाड़ी लोग करता, उसके ऊपर राजा महाराजा का चौवानी टैक्स रहता, वो लेने के लिए बंदा रखा हुआ था। उसका नाम सालम जी था, राजपूत नहीं थे। लेकिन आप राजपूत को क्या करोगे जी, कोई समय बलवान भी आ जाता है। वो बंदा थोड़े घने समय में तो करते 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 वो सालम जी था, सालम सिंह बन गया। इतना उसके पास हाल हुकूमत आ गया, इतना वो बड़ा हो गया सालम सिंह, समय बलवान होता है। तो जैसलमेर पब्लिक को दुख देने लग गया। जैसलमेर पब्लिक से भला बुरा अपना मनमाना अत्याचार करने लग गया सालम सिंह। मैं कहानी सुना रहा हूँ।
As Saleem Singh rested in Kuldhara in the evening moonlight, his eyes lay on a woman widely considered to be one of the most beautiful women in the state, Vasundhara, the daughter of the village head. To Saleem Singh, it was love at first sight. He knew he needed to claim this woman as his own. Needless to say, yet again, when Saleem Singh demanded that Vasundhara's hand be given to him in marriage, the village, not so politely, declined.
सच्चा समय था, अभी के जैसा समय नहीं था। पालेवाना ब्राह्मणों को बहुत बुरा लगा जी, बुरा लगा। ठीक है, मेरी भाषा में समझ जाओ, मैं कहानी सुना रहा हूँ।
As Baba narrated to us the enchanting story of Kuldhara, Aryaan's mind was somewhere else. He really needed to run to the washroom, but there wasn't one for miles around us. So, Aryaan decided to take a more traditional route.
Where you going, bro? Tree.
Tree is washroom,
Washroom is tree. Successful. Wow. I forgot how good Indian style was. And guys, I thought airports were the best invention ever. This shit.
Wet wipes.
This is what life's all about. Thanks, Evan. I couldn't have done it without this.
Now, with the nearby tree desecrated and Aryaan back, the story could continue. Saleem Singh, being the dictator he was, threatened the village elders with a display of force, essentially telling the villagers they had no option but to bow down to his demands. With or without their consent, Saleem Singh was going to marry this girl. In an attempt to coerce the girl's family and the village, Saleem Singh allegedly asked for the girl's family to be brought over to his court. Her mother, her father, her brothers, everyone. In fact, it is this village head's house that was labelled by one of India's most famous paranormal investigators, Gaurav Tiwari, as the most active and haunted zone in the entire village, a house we'll be taking you to tonight. One by one though, Saleem Singh got his helpers to behead the family members so he could claim the girl as his bride and fulfill his lust. But the village wasn't willing to give up its pride and honor. When Saleem Singh sent his army into the village to bring the girl to him, the village stalled and demanded just one more day before they sent the girl over to him. Singh agreed, but little did he know that in the 24 hours that would follow, the villagers would vanish without a trace. Not only did the villagers vanish in those 24 hours, but people from all 83 villages neighbouring Kuldhara also vanished within the same period. Along with these villages, every ounce of life, such as the livestock kept and maintained by the local people, also all vanished. Those who did not wish to leave the land they called home killed themselves that very night by slashing their throats within the homes that still stand in Kuldhara to this date.
एक रात के अंदर, एक नाइट के अंदर 84 खेड़े जैसलमेर जिला अपना छोड़ना है, लेकिन अपना सत्तर नहीं छोड़ना है, धर्म नहीं छोड़ना है, किन्या इसको नहीं देनी है। अरे भैया देश छोड़ लो, इसकी कहानी एक किन्या के पीछे देश छोड़ो, लेकिन धर्म नहीं छोड़ो। सत्य अपना नहीं हारा, धर्म नहीं हारा, और देश छोड़ो।
The most terrifying part about this fact is that if any one member of a family decided not to leave and kill themselves instead, that probably meant that their entire family also decided to stay back with them and kill themselves too. Which also means that there were children that night whose throats were slashed and whose spirits probably roam Kuldhara to this day. And there is nothing more terrifying to me than a kitty ghost.
This sounds like the Burari mass suicide.
Yeah, but bigger.
But bigger.
Bigger,
And
scarier,
I thought
more
Burari
terrifying.
suicide was a bigger
Absolutely.
version.
No.
No.
Nothing beats Kuldhara.
We were adamant to enter Kuldhara, to walk through the very spots where Saleem Singh would have seen the princess that night. But while we waited outside the village gate for permission to enter, something weird happened.
No, it does not happen like that.
What just happened, Aishwarya?
That door was like, it was fully open, okay? And it just closed with so much purpose. It closed like not, ooh, wind, slide close. No, it closed like a door is supposed to close.
This is why we were right
Our
outside.
driver was there, like so far away.
This is as we are
Do
waiting.
you see the child's arm print?
Shut up! No, I'm not kidding, okay? Making fun of me. That's really scary. Anand, you saw it, right? It wasn't like a regular, that's the wind. Shut the door. Say something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or am I going crazy?
It was funny.
I mean, I heard it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it close. Like.
I heard it and I thought Shaq closed it, but then Shaq was busy
I
on
thought the
his
guy
phone.
closed it.
Well, some.
Because right as I was open, I was
Open
thinking,
it again. Hold.
I was thinking I want to come sit there because
Look
it's
at us
stuffy
do
in the
double
back.
blind placebo trials here. But yeah, we're waiting for
That's really
logistical
scary, dude.
solution to come to our aid so that we can enter Kuldhara. Let it be.
So was it this open?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fully.
yeah,
It had
fully
been open
open.
for the last 20-30 minutes.
And it
Like, if
closed
it's
with so
pure,
much force.
It's slowly closing. Okay?
Yeah,
But
No, but it's been open
but
for
it's been
so
open
long.
for so long.
And it was fully open.
let me see if I can.
Before the villagers of Kuldhara disappeared, they also allegedly cursed the village, preventing anyone else from ever settling there again. They marked the village as their own, making sure nobody else could ever set foot in there to make it their home. If the Palivals couldn't live in Kuldhara, they promised to make sure nobody else ever could either. It is because of this curse that many claim that even tourists are unable to spend even a full night there.
Now, Aryaan, it is the story of this curse that makes Kuldhara reportedly one of the most haunted locations in Asia. And it is this curse that makes the Rajasthan government call Kuldhara officially haunted location.
okay.
Now, that very well could be an advertising gimmick, right? Who knows? But it's an advertising gimmick only because countless people have gone to Kuldhara and come back having felt the presence of the paranormal.
When entering Kuldhara in the dark was proving difficult, we ran into locals who decided to help. They claimed Kuldhara was the least haunted of all the villages that vanished that night. They recommended we go to the village of Khaba instead, the second largest Paliwal Brahmin village after Kuldhara, the people of which also vanished that fateful night.
After a logistical nightmare of sorts, less bhoot busting, more location busting, if that's even a thing, we finally found a village of Kuldhara that disappeared, and we're headed there. It's almost midnight. We're in the middle of but nowhere, and we're trusting our driver who's told us this is where real hauntings can be spotted. In fact, locals around have been saying Kuldhara is a farce. This is the village outside Kuldhara, which is within the whole region, but it's one of the 84 that are lesser known, that are actually haunted. So that's where we are headed. but the roads are all broken. The crew is tired. Aishwarya, how are you feeling?
I'm tired, but I'm so excited. Never been more excited to actually catch a ghost. It's like I've been deprived of spirits all night long while I was in the hunt of them, so I'm really excited to find some. But we're actually in the middle of nowhere. It's really scary to look around. For any of you who watched the movie Kalo, like this is the representation of what that movie was like. So it's terrifying, and I'm excited to get there and see what we can find. Alright, so we finally arrived at the terrifying village of Khaba. We're a little further away from Kuldhara, but this is part of the 80-some villages that disappeared when Kuldhara vanished as well. This is one of the villages that was cursed as well. None of the houses have rooftops, much like Kuldhara. All of these families disappeared, vanished, killed themselves because of the curse that happened that night, the 24 hours where everyone disappeared. There's a lot of structures here. There's a temple that I can see. We're excited to go in and see what we find.
I don't think excited is the word I would use. I will say this. Kuldhara to us has been portrayed as a place where it's just being used as a cow to be milked for money.
Oh, Kuldhara had a cafeteria inside it.
Yeah, from tourists. There is nothing here. We're in the middle of nowhere. There is no government outpost. There is no fencing, no nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
So...
And I don't mean to say this for the camera or anything at all. I genuinely think this is much scarier than Kuldhara. Just the vibe of Kuldhara with the guards there.
Because
and all of the
it's
people
not
there,
touristy, right?
the cafeteria, just everything there. It seemed more established. This is actually but nowhere. So yeah,
let's get in.
One of the most commonly felt presences in Kuldhara is that of a child. India's most famous paranormal investigator, Gaurav Tiwari, and his team, who have been to Kuldhara twice, noticed the palm prints of a little child on the windshield of their car as they were leaving Kuldhara. The engine of that same car ended up catching fire, completely destroying it there.
Or it was just an actual kid.
But there are no kids in Kuldhara.
There might be the
empty,
security
barren land.
guards, kid
The
or
little
something.
baby 7-year-old security
Yeah, it
guard,
was just
right?
like, it was, Dennis the Menace. Have you seen that movie?
Yes, of course.
It was Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace is
he
not a
lit
movie.
their
It's a cartoon, but all right.
Dennis the Menace is a movie. You guys can
The
fact
cartoon.
check it in the
Cartoon's way
comments.
more famous. Anyway.
The movie is what I've seen. But regardless, a kid like Dennis the Menace could have lit the car on fire.
Sure.
I'm just saying that. Or it was the ghost of Dennis the Menace.
I don't think that's what it is.
Okay. In
Kitty
Rajasthan,
ghost.
that'd be funny.
In the middle of a barren desert, where even the guards don't
Dennis
like
the
to go in
Menace.
inside, they're bringing their
Okay,
kids.
fine.
We're not happy.
It was a ghost.
Yes.
Drop something, make a noise, let us hear your scream, cry, whatever.
What is this small thing?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
There's one dog fight. Crazy dog fight.
A different team of YouTubers visited Kuldhara multiple times. On their first visit, one of their team members, upon returning to their hotel after going to Kuldhara, ended up having sleep paralysis for the very first time in her life. In that dream, she saw a child with a half disembodied face and later ended up having more terrifying dreams during their trip. Before she mentioned this sleep paralysis dream to any of her other team members, a different team member told everyone that he feels like there's a child's spirit still trapped in Kuldhara. When this teammate mentioned this, a completely different team member told everyone that he had had a terrifying dream where children were following him. Much like Gaurav Tiwari's team, we also met a kid who had a rather different take on the happenings in Kuldhara.
Alright, fine. It was probably not Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, it's not Dennis the Menace. And this to me is a huge coincidence. This is 4 different YouTubers, 4 different people who visited Kuldhara, who in 4 different situations have had completely separate encounters that all somehow lead back to the presence of a child. That to me is terrifying.
We should try reaching out to this
To
kid.
the child? Absolutely. That's scary.
Aishwarya, would you want to take the REM pod out here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because this was clearly like part of a house,
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
So it's like one of the most house-like structures there is here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they didn't keep like pictures of their family or what, but whatever the 400-year-old equivalent of
Yeah.
souvenirs or something must be was
kept right
here
here.
at this mantle.
Let's
of
put the
sorts.
REM pod here.
The REM pod produces an electromagnetic field around it and detects fluctuations in ambient temperature. When something moves close to the REM pod, it indicates its presence by blinking its 4 LED lights and beeping.
Alright, so we're putting the REM pod here where Aryaan said possibly people
Leave
put...
it, for God's sake. It's close to that.
Okay, that was scary. Alright. Alright. So we're at your house. Whoever once upon a time lived here, former member of Kaaba, we're in your house. You had to leave, we know that. But if you're still here in some way, shape or form, come close to this device so we can feel your presence. I can hear something. Like something growling.
No, like I can, like foxes or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're here,
The fox or the spirit?
anyone, a fox would do too. Just come close to this.
Oh God, Aishwarya, don't do that.
Just demonstrating to the spirit what to do.
Okay, if there's any spirit here, for God's sake,
Just
go
please go
close to the REM
this.
pod.
Try and talk to us. We're not here to hurt you.
This was clearly a house.
Yeah.
Some person or people clearly lived here, and you were forced out of here.
Saleem Singh, if that helps you be friends with us, you know, we're not on his side. It's true.
We're Team Palliwal Brahman, are we?
Damn right. We're here for you.
Okay. The REM pod's not yielding much, as the REM pod often does. This, I think, is the bar of ghost hunting now. The day this goes off,
We're dead.
yeah. So this has not gone off yet on any of our investigations. So we will now opt for a device that does respond to us quite often, the mag light.
The maglite is a torch that can be manipulated to turn on and off without physical contact and used to communicate with the paranormal world. Spirits can answer questions by coming close to the light and switching it on or off.
Saleem Singh, Aishwarya is not on your team. If you're here, turn off that light. I never said fuck
I
Saleem
didn't say
Singh.
no. I didn't
And
either.
I didn't declare which team I'm on either.
Saleem Singh, if you're here and you don't want us here, if my comment pissed you off, turn off that light. Alright.
And again, let me make it very clear. I am on no particular team here. Okay, if there is a Palliwal Brahman family that used to live here, if any of the members are here in this house, turn off that light. Well, Saleem Singh, are you here? Just double checking. Turn off that light if you're here. Okay.
Is that a yes? Is that a no?
Are you confused? Existential crisis. You don't know if you're here or you're here.
Are you Saleem Singh who think?
Okay.
Alright.
Saleem Singh, if you like me, turn on that light, because I didn't make that comment. That was yes, yeah.
Okay.
I write on, buddy. Write on about
So I'm gonna hide behind Aryaan now.
He just loved a woman, and you're hating on the man. We're on
Love
the
is
same
one
team.
way to describe it. Am I right?
Are you still in love with that Palliwal Brahman woman, Saleem Singh? If so, turn off that light.
Oh.
If you're still in love, turn off that light. Yeah, you don't know if you're in love? Okay. If you hate the fact that the Kuldhara spirits are overrated and you guys aren't visited by Bhootbusters, turn off that light.
If you're happy
And
that
you know
nobody
it.
that nobody visits you, and you love that everyone goes to the stupid Kuldhara village, then turn off that light. if you love that you're just living in your houses in peace, as usual, business as usual, like 400 years ago, turn off that light.
Alright.
Okay, this
I
is
think-
one indecisive ghost family I feel like we've come in contact with.
Fun with the mag light. The REM port though still didn't go off. But let's get this investigation going and
Let's do it.
find more.
Oh
Me
my
every
God.
single time. Switch it off.
Not only that, but of those 4 people, one of them, Gaurav Tiwari, died an incredibly mysterious death in 2016. A death that has been attributed to the effects of his ghost hunting expeditions that had on his mental health. Could Kuldhara and everything that happened to Gaurav Tiwari here have had something to do with his death? We don't know, and we don't know if anyone knows.
Heading
Be safe.
for my solo investigation.
Good luck.
Fuck. Why are we doing this? If I die, scream me more?
Scream Nemo.
Scream me more?
Go bye.
Fine. Okay. Just me. Okay. These dogs are so f***ing close. They're just howling. Can you hear like... I don't know if I enjoy doing these solo investigations. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can pick up on those crazy dogs or like foxes or whatever howling. Oh, look at what we have just found. Okay. You know? No, that's a 4 plus 4, that's 8. Yeah, those are 8 pillars. Nevertheless, I'm here at the structure, and if there is anybody here with me, make your presence known by making a sound. Saleem Singh, you and I were vibing earlier. Saleem, are you still in love with that woman? Your love led to the disappearance of 84 villages, dude. Okay. I think I stumbled across something. There are no signs or anything here, so unable to find this place on Google Maps.
On a different trip, when Gaurav Tiwari went to Kuldhara, he experienced some terrifying things that I would consider to be definitive proof of a paranormal presence. While shooting for MTV's Girls' Night Out, Tiwari and Ranvijay Singha took 3 women to Kuldhara, where they were each tasked with entering one of the houses alone. One of the girls, Rubina, was alone inside one of these houses and claims to have suddenly felt a strong stench coming from within the house. She also says that the moment she first noticed the smell, she also suddenly felt like someone was standing right in front of her and watching her. Later, she also claims that while she was filming, she heard one of the show's producers, Danny, calling her outside the house, telling her that filming for the night was over. When she went out of the house, Danny was nowhere to be found. In fact, the producers later told her that Danny wasn't anywhere near the house and shooting was to get over the next morning, not at night while Rubina was still in the house. Then, when Rubina re-enters the house, she says she heard someone say, "You won." That night, Rubina ended up somehow leaving the house she was in and fainting in a completely different house and had no memory of how she got there or what happened to her when she woke up. This incident eventually led to the cancellation of what was MTV India's most famous shows.
Under Section 3 of the Rajasthan Monuments, Archaeological Sites and Antiquities Act, this is a protected monument. Whoever destroys, injures, mutilates, defaces, alters, removes, disperses, misuses, lost to fall into decay or removes any sculptures, carving, images, etc., etc. is punishable by law. I can promise you, I ain't removing anything. Oh, I think I saw it. Okay, I think I need to go. Okay. I think I heard something. Okay. Okay. I think I heard something. Oh my god, I can hear something. Just wanna get the fuck out. Oh my god, 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 I can hear something. Where are these guys? Yep. There's my team. I'm back in one piece. Beautiful.
Not only does Kuldhara have specific spirits, it has specific rooms that see the most activity and cause the most distress to its visitors. A team of YouTubers spent the night in Kuldhara a few months ago, and they had team members throwing up, bleeding from their temples, bleeding from their legs, bleeding from their mouths, all in one specific room. They got quite a bit of footage of someone or something moving in the distance in that room too. I guess it's time for us to find out.
So one of the things that people point to constantly is the fact that none of these houses have roof-like structures. That's a lot
Camel
of
poop.
camel poo. An indication you're in Rajasthan.
Reassuring, I don't know why.
Camels are so cute. It's hard to be scared around them.
Have you seen Man vs. Wild?
I have, yes.
Did you know that one Bear Grylls episode where he has no water, so
Okay,
he
I
cuts
haven't
into a
watched it enough
camel,
to know. No.
he squeezes to just get water out. Yeah, it's weird.
All right.
So I think it would get rid of the notion camels are cute. If you watch that clip.
Duly noted.
Yep.
From this tale, one thing is clear. Kuldhara, if it is actually a village of ghosts, is home to multiple ghosts. It could be home to those who kill themselves instead of abandoning their homes, possibly even entire families. It could be spirits of the Paliwal Brahmins who left the village but returned to protect it. It could be the curse causing the activity so many have experienced within the village. There is no way to be sure, but I guess we'll try our best to find out.
People. I thought I heard a woman laugh. What the fuck? Yeah, like, huh? Oh, I'm scared.
There's something that our videographer heard and then Aryaan heard as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd want to go there. Oh my god. I mean, wherever you... Oh my, there's a proper
Temple?
temple there.
Yeah, I saw that. Careful.
Okay, I'm so scared right now.
I'm so terrified. Oh my god.
This is probably one of the most well-preserved
Parts of
buildings.
this. Yeah.
And
yeah,
guess
for sure.
I just heard a bat. So
Not the bats again, dude. Okay. Let's get in.
Damn girl, you're slow.
I'm so scared, dude.
There's a pigeon there.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh my god, this used to be a proper temple.
I don't know why I signed up for this.
A pigeon.
Okay, pigeon makes this less scary.
No, the moment that shit flutters away or gives you a gutter goom,
That's true. I'm fainting. Sorry, dude. Okay.
I'm sure
That's a
there,
lot
there
of
are bats in there. That's all
poop.
bat poop on the floor. Okay. Let's turn off all the lights and ask the spirits here to come
Yeah.
close to the REM pod.
Okay, if there's anyone in this temple, make your presence felt by going close to this REM pod.
If there's anybody here with us, except the bats, if there's anybody here right now, go close to the REM pod.
You know, I don't know why, but I can just imagine the night that everyone in this village disappeared, the people who had to kill themselves. I can just imagine them coming here to kill themselves.
Why? Don't.
It's
I
just,
heard
it's.
silence.
If anyone died here, if anyone lived here, if anyone still comes to pray here, if you're like the jinns of Lucknow and you still do your version of the namaz and you come here for your daily prayers, go close to that REM pod. I know it's not really holy prayer hour right now, but I know when I'm scared.
Oh god, the bats. are so
Crouching.
If there's anything, any person, any entity, I have goosebumps by the way, any sort of supernatural presence in here with us. That shit, dude. That shit. I told you the pigeon would. Oh,
Why did that scare you like that, dude?
Guys.
Do you hear something?
Yeah,
What do you hear?
should we go back and like regroup?
God, I'm so scared. Hold on. Shut the f up, dude.
Okay, you can put the light off. Oh no.
Terrified.
We are out of that bizarre temple-like structure. The pigeon got me.
Yeah, it did. Aryaan ran out of that temple so quickly.
If that tells you anything about my paternal instincts. In India, there are just ruins,
An empty land like
empty
this.
land like this. This is unpreserved, ungoverned. Okay. Oh my god. Look how beautiful that is.
That's gorgeous. I don't know what this was meant to be, but it's so pretty. Look at
Let's
the
bring out
cravings
the
on the top.
yeah. Let's bring out the spirit box here.
Yeah.
The spirit box sweeps across several radio frequencies per second, which can be used by spirits to communicate with the physical world. When we ask the spirits questions, they can manipulate the white noise to answer us.
If there's anyone in this village at all living in any of these structures, I heard that. I felt like someone said me. If there's anyone in this village at all living in any of these structures, if there's anyone in this village at all living in any of these structures, I heard that.
Is there any spirit here with us? What's your name? I thought it said me too.
Really?
Like when you. What's your name?
Is someone around us here? Is someone still living in this village?
Is there anybody by the name of Saleem Singh here with us? Is there any Paliwal Brahmin here with us?
Are any villagers here who were wronged that day, who to protect their honor left all of this just like this and never came back?
Huh? Was that a
Sounded
huh?
like a huh.
Huh.
Left all of this just like this and never came back. Left all of this just like this and never came back.
Why did you leave that day? 400 years ago, you left. Why did you leave?
Why do you still live here? Why haven't you been able to let this place go? How many people live here with you in this village today? How many spirits like yourself?
Do you like the fact that we are here? You usually don't get. I don't know the last time you got visitors at night. Are you okay with your place, your privacy being invaded?
Do you want us to get out?
Listen, come. I'm hearing somebody shout. Turn that off.
Give me a torch. Alright. Let's sort of start to make our way back. It's so easy to get lost here. We said this morning that it wasn't easy to get lost in Kuldhara. But I can totally see myself getting lost here.
I mean, I think we're going the right way.
I literally have no idea.
Yeah, I think we are. Oh,
Oh, there's
another
another
one of those.
Or are we going in circles? Is this like one of
No,
those
no,
crazy
no,
horror
no, don't
movies
say that.
where we never reach the end?
What if our driver has left? All our money is.
Highly plausible, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Where
wait,
is the
I heard
road, you
somebody,
guys?
I heard somebody.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my god.
Thank God.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. And with that, we've come to an end to yet another terrifying day of shooting in the middle of nowhere, moving from one desolate location to another. And Aryaan, tell us on your Batt Meter, where would you rate these two locations? Kuldhara, which is the first one you went to, and then the village of Khaba, where would you put them?
Right, we're back with the Batt Meter, right?
Yes, we are.
So.
They're
Bats
everywhere. Bats are everywhere. Yeah.
More bats than any of the other places we've been to. It disappoints me to say this, but I think Kuldhara was a solid 2.
I agree. Yeah.
It's a farce. That's what it felt like.
It wasn't scary at all.
It wasn't scary at all. Other places we've been to, the locals insist that there is a ghost here.
Yeah.
At Kuldhara, the guides, the guards, the police officers, the Baba outside who gets paid to
tell
the
that story, yeah.
are very adamant that there is no ghost, and off camera they all tell us it's just a government scheme to make money.
Yeah. I agree.
So it's a 2. But Khaba, which is one of the other villages of Kuldhara, of the legend of Kuldhara that we went to, solid 6. We didn't catch ghosts as such, but I was scared shitless.
I think this is the first time Aryaan and I agree on our Batt Meter ratings. I agree Kuldhara was a solid 2. There was nothing scary about it. They had a cafeteria in there. This is the 5th time I'm saying it, but there was a cafeteria in that haunted location. Khaba, on the other hand, I don't think we got concrete proof of a haunting or a spirit there, but I was terrified while I was in there. And for that reason, I'd give it a 6. I agree.
Yeah. It was in the middle of nowhere, much like the next few locations in Rajasthan. So here's to another haunting location.
In the middle of nowhere, Rajasthan. तो अब कहते हैं उन्हीं लोगों के यहाँ पे भूत हैं, इन घरों में अभी भी वो लोग रहते हैं। कुछ लोग उस रात मर गए जो छोड़ के नहीं जा पाए, उन्होंने अपनी जान ले ली इन घरों में। और अब यहाँ जाओ रात को 12 बजे के बाद जाओ तो एहसास होता है कोई है, बच्चों का एहसास होता है, लोगों का एहसास होता है। आपने कभी देखा है, सुना है?
कुछ नहीं, ये सब बातें हैं मैम साहब। आज के समय में इंसान से बड़े तो कोई भूत नहीं है।
If you like what we do here at Desi Studios and absolutely love what we're wearing today, this is merch you can go buy all for yourself.
You can buy this Desi Crime merch in our YouTube store on the link down below at Karak Merch. Keep the engines at Desi Studios rolling so we can pay our videographer right behind the camera to make these amazing episodes just for you.